No tea, straight season in the situation. Salt and Peppa podcast is the nation. Melanation, you know what it mean. I will always show love to my queens. No tea, straight season in the situation. Salt and Peppa podcast is the nation. Melanation, college educated, hustlepreneurs, you can't hate it.
Hello, it's Monday, S&P Monday, S&P Monday. That's a lot to say. S&P Monday.
I was gonna try to chime in, but I knew it wasn't gonna work for me.
S&P Monday, S&P Monday. I'm gonna get it right. It's gonna be a chime to it. He just sent the invite on it. It's gonna be a ring ding ding next time. I'm gonna get a little melodies together or whatever. How y'all doing on this fine Monday? Thank y'all for tuning in per usual. We missed y'all for the holiday. That we definitely did. FYI, we'll have a guest tonight from Behind the Wheel podcast. He'll be chiming in to get to know a little bit more about us. So if y'all want to see that version of the podcast, it's live on Instagram. Other than that, stay right here. Stay right here. And as y'all see now, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So for all of our YouTube subscribers and watchers, hi. This is y'all first S&P Live. So big up yourself. Big up yourself. Go to his page right there at the top. Yeah. And we should be able to request to join. Y'all know we good for technical difficulties in getting them together. Y'all know we still.
Hello.
Hello, can you see us? Can you see us and hear us well?
Good morning. Hey, Grandma, how you doing? Tori, what's up? Hope you're well. Got these young ladies, these two young ladies will be joining us shortly from...
Yep.
What's up? Hope you're well. Got these young
Why
ladies.
you keep...
It's probably trying to catch up to what you was doing.
They really behind the wheel. They in the studio.
We are here.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Oh, y'all did that in unison. Unison and talk to. Dang, I feel left out. I'm acting. Let me move this down. I can see y'all and on your glory.
Okay.
I don't have a backdrop.
Yours is eclectic with the clock, and we love it.
That's it. That's the clock. Yo, it's always 8 o'clock. It's always 8 o'clock.
So do you mind? Would you mind if we do our little 1-2 on the intro real quick?
Do your thing.
It's your girl Sault.
And your girl Peppa.
We coming to give you
No tea, straight seasoning. You already know what it is. We're just two best friends.
giving our views
And our perspective.
on this thing called life.
Pound, pound, pound. All right, we ready.
Oh, yo, they got an introduction. I feel like I need to do. Hold on. I got to call her. You say what? Introduction. Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Wheel. We are joined here this evening with, you just heard, Sault and Peppa. I came across these young ladies online. They're doing some incredible things in Connecticut and beyond. So why don't you all just tell the folks a little bit about what y'all do and how y'all got started?
Okay.
We do it all.
Right.
We do it all. We started. We here.
Let's see. Well, we're best friends. First and foremost, we've been best friends for over 16 years now. It started with my lives on Facebook. the podcast, and it birthed Salt and Peppa. Aside from that, we are hustlepreneurs, so we are jacks of all trades and we master everything. So our hands are always moving. We always hustling, grinding. We just all about giving people no tea, straight seasoning, self-embetterment, self-improvement, self-building.
I love it. I love it. So I'm not going to ask the obvious of something. Which one is Salt?
That's actually Salt right there.
That's Peppa.
I said I was going to ask that question. I'm not going to ask that question. But I heard a little bit about your story. I know y'all have names. Why don't you tell somebody's laughing? Yo. So I heard a bit about your story, right?
Yes.
And which I thought was interesting. And I think later on that day after you got off live, I said, it is a red flag if somebody doesn't have friends.
Yeah.
I remember you saying, I said, y'all been friends now for like 16 years.
Yes.
So what has kept the friendship going?
Acceptance.
Yeah. I say everything that keep a basic relationship going. Honesty, communication.
Transparency.
All of the above.
It's not peaches and cream over here, guys. It's not all rainbows and sunshine.
Now, granted, we only had one real falling out. It was a big one, but it's only been like one real falling out.
Right. But I think the main thing for us.
We don't want the tea, we want the seasoning on it. Share with us the origin stories, because I think that was important for the audience to know. Right. You were telling some of the things that you were going through, and you just were going live, and because you were going live, it kind of led to that, and you called this your partner in crime, and she said that she'd rock out with you.
Yes.
So
let's start way in the beginning. We did not know each other's names for the first 2 years of our friendship.
Yeah, about 2 years.
We just called each other friend. It was always, hi friend, bye friend, hey friend. That's my friend. But we did not know each other's names until we actually was in the same classroom with each other. But even before the names was involved, we always just clicked. It worked. Yeah. It was never a forced thing. I never had to pull teeth with her. She never had to pull my teeth. It was just super organic and super natural. And we've always been very eclectic in our journey. As far as spiritual, being mothers. I was a mother at an early age, which made her a mother at an early age because we both took on that responsibility together.
I'm the baby daddy.
So yes, she is. Yep. So when the pandemic hit, it was just like lives was my outlet. My best friend is not a big talker, but I know what's in her. So I just use that platform to help her dig her deep in within herself and find her voice and kind of help me balance my voice because sometimes it could get too loud.
Okay. Yeah, so we were talking. We said you had went through. You were engaged, and then homie lost his mind or whatever. He didn't realize what he had. I'm just improvising out.
No, I like that. I like that.
Was a good one.
I like that.
He lost his mind, and now it's like it puts you in a place. Something about relationships that I guess you don't see what you have or don't realize what you have until you don't have it.
Yeah.
But you said it puts you in a bad spot. Can you speak to that and how you got out to the other side?
Oh wow, I think we both had those type of relationships. As far as me, mine's ended 27 days before I was supposed to be married. So as a woman, and this is my second engagement, as a woman, it put me in a place of what's wrong with me? Everybody sees a wife, but nobody's making me the wife. So what's that one thing that's not happening within inside of me? And I had to realize truth be told, I wasn't really happy with myself. We could blame others for our insecurities. We could blame others for the things that happen around us. But at some point in time, you really got to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. And I had to say I wasn't even happy with what I was presenting that man for him to want to make me a wife. I know I have wife potential and capabilities, and trust me, I am domesticated. Okay? But I personally just wasn't there.
Did you see Sault's face? I wish I could zoom in. She domesticated.
She is very domesticated.
All the time. That's a face all the time.
I think so. It is. I think this is my natural. It stays like this.
Oh, can we film that?
You chilling?
Mm-hmm.
Want me to try?
Yeah.
So you decided that you definitely are in the space when I think about hearing your story and how you presented it and say, well, how did you get to the other side? You know? That's both. They zoom in. You see that? They zoomed in.
You said you wanted to see the right. So it was just more of to keep it real. You gotta. One thing my best friend taught me is allow yourself to feel what you feel and go through those feelings. She's very well connected to her emotions and spirit. So she coached me through what if it's depression you feel, go through it. Feel it. If you need to cry, scream, yell, do it. Whenever you need to feel it, like whenever that emotion is coming over you, act on it. Don't harbor it in. Don't let it suffocate you. And that was honestly my healthiest, and this is weird to say, but that was my healthiest phase of depression that I ever went through, because I allowed myself to feel what I needed to feel to get through it. And it brought me to the gym, which turned out to be my therapy. And in the midst of that, I lost almost 60, 65 pounds now. Happy, healthy, fit. Aside from the weight falling off, it just helped me discover myself and my capabilities, because the gym is really mind over matter. It teaches you a lot about everything you can control, what you can't control, learning when to let go, knowing when you pushed it too far. The gym is just my safe haven, so that just helped me come into myself a lot more, to be honest.
So this is like, I wasn't expecting that I thought you had said the gym. I thought this was like an accident. I was going to ask you what this gym stand for, but you're saying like the gym.
The gym, yeah.
The gym, that's what I said.
Yeah.
So we're going to act like I didn't just ask you. It's funny. It's third, if you find the third week and going to the gym. So what was coming with you to the gym, or she was just like, go ahead, girl.
Oh no, I was there.
I was about to say we always been in the gym together. Always, even
we still in the gym together.
Right. we go to the gym. I mean, we may go at. Nah, we work out. And the crazy thing, our gym don't allow you to take pictures or videos.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so you there for the workout. There's no videos, no pictures, unless they're recording it for promotional purposes of the gym. But other than that,
they tag you.
Yeah,
they record you.
But other than that, you're not allowed for videos and photos. It's really meant to come, do what you're supposed to do and what you said you were going to do, so you could be held accountable for it and go home.
Right.
Like that's the type of gym it is, and I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out Diligence, by the way. Diligence
they
training.
striving to be a wellness center.
Yes.
Not just a gym.
And it's a Black-owned gym.
Oh, okay. Where is it from? Where is it located? Now I'm curious about the name,
It's Diligence Training in East Hartford, Connecticut.
Y'all are way out there.
Yeah.
I was just in Hartford this week. We should have did it in person, but I'm like, yo, Mondays because then I would have been able to sit down. We're talking now, right? So I'm not even talking about that. Like, so y'all journal? Do you journal, Peppa?
All the time, every day. Every day. Probably too much. My notepad on my phone has over like 300 notes right now. Yeah.
That is incredible. So you have a book that you wrote?
I did. It will be published September, my birthday month. It will be basically my 30th birthday present to myself. I know, I said that out loud.
Wow. So we got an exclusive. You gonna give us the title of the book, or you gonna talk to us a little bit about what the book is about, or
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's
The book is called I'm Unavailable, and the subtitle is Becoming So Full. It's basically I wrote this book 4 years ago, and God gave me 7 steps to becoming the best you, basically. But I didn't know He was going to give it to me before I went through the worst phase of my life. So when I went back to the book, I wrote it from a perspective of now I went through. So this was the before, this is the during, and this is the becoming out. So it's very impactful. Um, it's basically how you go through your phase of, and one, acknowledging that you're broken, and then two, finding your solitude and being happy in your solitude, and knowing there's peace in your solitude, and then learning how to accept the right people around you, and then going through the process of elimination with people who don't need to be around you. It basically takes you through the 7 steps to ultimately becoming the most fulfilled self that you could be.
that's what's up. Yeah. She said excluding. What was that? The one that excluding the people. I don't want to misquote you.
Elimination. Elimination.
Elimination.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you're. I'm sorry. You sent out a rejection letter.
Hey, if you have to, mail out them letters. I can't have you here no more. Right. But yes, she does. Yes. Honestly, that is how it goes.
I be writing people off quick. I don't like that one. She gotta go. You could go to the club with her. Don't invite her into our personal space.
Right.
There's certain. So they feel like so if you were talking to your younger self or some young ladies, and you were saying there should be some red flags that you need to look out for, what would you tell them to watch out for?
Red flags with people or relationships?
Both relationships and people. It's just some
relationships and friends.
I was going to say something. Yeah, relationships and people. There should be some people, like you got somebody good in your corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who helped you get through the process. Imagine what it's like for people who are going through and they don't have somebody they can turn to and say, yo, what like, that's going to hold you down and tell you, like, yeah, this is, we're going to get through this together. Let's go, friend.
I think, I mean, if you are surrounded by a multitude of people and no one is coming back to you, checking in on you, that's a red flag already. Mm-hmm. That's your number one indicator. Those are not your real friends. Those are leeches. Everybody's more so concerned about you checking in on them, but who's actually tuning into you? Okay. Yeah, like we're very big on energy and returning it and it being reciprocated. So if I'm, hey, how you doing? Da 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 da. Eventually, I need that back because I can't keep pouring out my cup and you not refilling me back up, because then I'm being depleted and then I don't have nothing for myself. So it's all about aligning yourself with those right people. Really, everything's a red flag if you want to be honest.
Angry people is red flag. If I call you and you complaining, as soon as you open your mouth, it's a complaint. I'm sorry. I done had a long day. I ain't call you for this.
Yeah.
Got to go.
Yeah.
He said complaints at window 5 and that department is closed.
Closed.
It sure is.
Call back another time.
Close. Mm-hmm. And it's not like it's not like we saying like you can't, like friends are not supposed to call you and vent to you. But before you vent, how about you ask, how was your day? So you know if I'm in the headspace to carry what you about to give me. That's it.
the podcast, what y'all want to do with the show, where you see it in the future, all that good stuff.
Well, this is my baby.
I say all the time, this is my best friend's baby, and I am here for the ride with her. Yeah, I'm here. I'm fully tapped in, but this is her.
I came to her with the vision, and she accepted, and she don't all the time see it, but she ride with me. But I just. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I have this big expectation for the podcast. My main goal is if we could get on live and I could touch one person, my job is done. My job is done. Do I want to be a multimillionaire? All that other stuff. That'd be cool, but that's not my. As an entrepreneur, I never believe you chase the money. You chase the purpose of your vision, and my purpose of my vision is to touch people and actually give you something that you could go back home and resonate with. That's why it's no tea, straight seasoning. We don't give you no drama. You can go to Shade Room for all of that. When you tune in to Salt and Pepper, it's everything that's going to provide substance for your life. So if I could just touch one person, two people, my mission is complete. I did what I was set to do. Now, if monetary come from that, thank you, God. But if not, I'm still going to rock out with it.
That's what's up. I love that. I love that. So you were saying, I guess Sault was there and you told her you were coming back, and then you came back with drinks or whatever. She didn't think you were coming back. What was that? So please cool it in, because I didn't set that up right. So what was that? And then answer the question.
So what was the question?
He's talking about the TikTok.
Oh.
And now when she came back, she was prepared. She had her drinks. And
yes. That is a real, honestly, it's a jokey joke, but that's a real depiction of what it is.
Of us.
That's what it is. I'm never too far behind. And I am very much so overprotective of her. And I see many friends come and go. So I'm how I am is, what's the issue? What happened? Not this one. So it's just, it was real.
She be tired. She tired. She be like, okay, now what? What's happening?
No more new friends.
Clearly, I'm the friendly one. I bring people around all the time. Like, no, this is my friend. And she be like, no, I don't like her.
Oop.
Wow.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, so are you married? So
no.
So she's gonna be what is that, maid of honor? What is that lady?
The maid of honor.
The maid of honor?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's already been like.
It's written in stone.
It's set in stone.
We know that already. It don't matter who turn it is. It's already there.
It's set in stone.
And vice versa, I guess, right?
Yeah.
For my wedding, she gonna be the only one standing up there.
Oh my goodness! You're not gonna have. That's the only friend I can know. You got more than one friend. You said that's the other red flag that you mentioned. If they only have one friend, that would be a red flag. If they only got one friend, or they only have if they don't have any friends for an extended period of time.
Yes. Very much so.
At this age, we don't got to talk about how old we are, but at this at this age, if you don't have a friend for over 5 years, something wrong. Something wrong with you.
Something wrong?
Yeah.
Very much so. It's either your communication style, it's either you're just not open or open enough to accept love or know that type of version of love and how to give it back. Or you've been through enough trauma that you're not healed and you're not allowing yourself to trust nobody to be that close to them. Because if you think about it, this is as close as it get to your next intimate relationship. Mm-hmm. This is your friend is who you call for everything outside of your spouse. The only thing they're not doing with you is sleeping with you at night. Mm-hmm. But they know all your secrets. You done cried on their shoulder. You done yelled with them. All of that. So if you don't have that already, how can you tell me like me personally, you can't come to me saying you want a relationship with me and you don't have an established set with friendship. Mm-hmm. That I can be like, okay, you have the emotional capacity for that, or you have the mental capacity for this, because your friendship or the relationship is your resume. Where's your resume? Right.
That's a good way to look at it. Like, you applying for, like, I can't be I can't be your all in all. That's a lot to put on a person.
No.
If they don't, there's gonna be times where you want to do stuff, and I think you all like your partner should have a life outside of you. Outside of you.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot. Like I'm always going, what you doing? What we doing? We always know. You need some,
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you all day. We live together. We go into the same gym. It end up being too much. Like, let me get some personal time.
And it is still like we still have to have individual growth outside of our growth together as a couple. Like we still got to maintain some type of individuality. Like it's not gonna be, oh, when you see me, you see that. At some point, I want people to be like, oh, where that person at? Like,
right.
Where they at?
Like, oh, you showed up here by yourself today? Sure did.
Yes.
Sure did.
Yes. Let me miss you. Even with this, let me miss you. Because I hate when she go on vacation. It get ghetto here.
Y'all started this podcast. How did you start? How did you all start this podcast? I mean, like the nuts and bolts behind it, and two young ladies.
What, like a month?
Where'd you go? How am I going to do? Who does the editing for you? I mean, the microphones. What did you all do?
I do everything.
Yeah, I see your hand up.
I do everything. I do our audio. I do our visuals. I do our flyers. Anything that you see on our Salt and Peppa page, that all comes from me. Everything from our merch, everything, that's all me.
I show up.
So you did the logo behind on the step and repeat behind you?
Yeah, our logo, believe it or not, these are our tattoos.
Y'all got matching tattoos?
Mm-hmm. We got this, high school?
Coming right out of high school.
The year after high school, we got these. So, some years ago, about 5 years ago, not too long. 2 years ago. Yeah, maybe like 2 years ago or something like that. On our ankle.
On our ankles. Mine is on my right ankle. Hers is on her left ankle.
Yep.
So it has some meaning. Okay, so those are the tattoos. So were you in audio and visual beforehand, or this is a new skill that you applied along your journey to do this podcast?
New skill. New skill. So how it happened was, I want to say, we launched in April. I came to her beginning of March.
Yep.
It was literally March. I said, we starting a podcast.
At the end of March.
Yep.
Yeah. Beginning of March, she said that
we doing a podcast. By the end of that week, I set up our photo shoot. We got all of the podcast equipment. Didn't know what to do with it. I just know we needed a mic. I know we needed a audio hookup.
We don't even know the name of it.
I got the essentials I knew we needed for the podcast. We ended up doing our first ever best friend trip that year. So right before we even launched, recorded, or anything, we went away, got refreshed, really got excited and pumped ourselves up about it. And then literally 2 weeks after we came back, boom, first episode. So it was literally maybe a month. And we just been building as we driving. I think that just allows our audience to grow with us.
Right.
Every aspect of the show changes. We started at the dining room table, no backdrop, no setup.
We had to unplug everything.
We had to unplug the refrigerator.
Make sure the microwave not on, everything. We had to unplug everything.
Just to make sure the sound was right, because I was not.
Y'all recorded something and then y'all had all this noise.
When you put the headphones on, you could hear all the the static from everything in the background.
So I would literally go around and unplug the deep freezer, unplug the refrigerator, anything on the first level that created some type of.
But mind you, we got 3 kids. They gotta be quiet upstairs. We got them babies sitting down, turn the TV down this low, and y'all better not say nothing.
Right.
The mics was picking up on everything.
Yeah. But I love the fact that our S&P fam get to see the growth every season, and literally they tell us, oh, this new look is dope, oh, we love this, or this is very much so. It makes me feel like everything is worthwhile, every investment, every push. Even sometimes we don't always feel like recording. We don't always feel like getting up.
It was one episode we both felt like it felt like we was just sitting there like this, like yeah. But it was a really good episode, and I told her, just listen to it back, don't do nothing to it, just put it out.
And that being our second highest played episode.
That's what's up, yeah. That's encouraging to hear. Some people talk themselves out of starting, right? They will. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. I wasn't trained in all this stuff, and they start. And I think the smarter you are, you come up with these excuses. Your excuses are just more believable, maybe just to you.
No, absolutely.
I can't do it, but you all didn't do that.
No.
I don't have a I like when people tell me, it motivates me when somebody say you don't know how to do that, or you can't do that, or no.
It's that Usher meme.
Watch this. Because
Which one of y'all wanted to be I guess both of y'all were rappers at one point, or y'all just wanted to be rappers?
Rappers.
Y'all skip intro, or was that just an intro, or what?
That's our
rapper.
We
maybe poetry. We done both dibbled in
poetry, yes.
Yeah.
But the intro is just our little razzle dazzle. But our friendship, oddly enough, we communicate through song. Like, it'll be just random moments. If you can't find the words, sing the song.
We break out in a whole Broadway play at any given moment. It comes with song and dance.
And you. Yeah. So.
Oh my God. Yo. So I'm not gonna keep. I'm not gonna hold y'all. But listen, thank you all so much for spending time with us on Behind the Wheel. I love your story. I'm excited about the journey.
Thank you.
I heard this artist. Her story reminds me of.
So I was watching that, and I went to her concert. I believe she was the one who was pulled up on stage to sing with her. Because I have that video, and I was going to send it to you. Because I was like maybe 4th row from the stage, and I have an awesome video of her, and I was like mind blown. I can't wait for her EP to drop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't.
On the show.
Oh, say less. We would love to.
Yeah. But I heard the story. But I heard her story, and so I had interviewed her last night, and is this a real guy, or is this just part of your imagination? Like, no, it's a real guy. And so just continue to just hear, and just for me talking to a young lady and saying to her, yo, you gotta watch out for these cats. It's different. right? It's just somebody just sound like, somebody's uncle overprotecting. Somebody who actually went through it. It's
right.
like, yo, this is what you really need. This is what it is. So I love the intro. Straight seasoning,
no tea, straight seasoning.
Love it. I can't wait to see what's next. I'm ending. That's the intro. I'm gonna shut up. This blah 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 here. We're gonna end it right there with what y'all just said. Same all the time. I just like it.
We could do the full outro now.
It's your girl Salt
and your girl Peppa.
We just gave you
no tea, straight seasoning. Do. Back to you. Look, and back to you. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Now, S&P, thank y'all for sticking with us as we talk to the host, Derek Oxley of Behind the Wheels podcast. If you have not, we are big supporters of everybody. So go download, stream an episode of his. It's called Behind the Wheel podcast. Literally, he is behind the wheel recording.
Right.
He hooks up a mic at the top of his car and records.
I said, is he sitting in the car?
Yes. Yes, that's his whole eclectic view. I think it's like, part of me want to be like, oh, it's like that 70s van. That's what I envision in my head, but I have never seen it in person.
It's probably a regular car.
It probably is that got all the clocks and shit hanging up. But anyways, it's super dope. Go check him out. And yeah, y'all catch us next week. Next week we back to us, giving y'all topic on
schedule program.
Right. But love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This was a quick and easy one tonight.